I'm Tyler Yudd. I've been volunteering with Loudoun County since 2021. So coming up on 3 years. I started as an EMT, and then a year later I took the fire school at the training academy. So now I'm a firefighter EMT, and I've lived in Loudoun County my entire life, and I'm very service oriented. So I knew that I wanted to pursue either a job or some sort of adventure outside of work where I can give my time and my brain power towards a good cause in my community, or as part of serving a church or my country. And I found this to be a really good fit. During my day job, I'm a financial analyst, so I do have a pretty predictable schedule. So it served as an excellent opportunity for me to volunteer as much as I do. What's most rewarding about volunteering with Loudoun County Fire and Rescue is the skills that you gain, and also the people that you meet, both from the career side and the volunteer side. Because a lot of these guys, when they're not at the firehouse responding to calls, are working in trades or owning their own business. So you get to learn a lot that's both applicable to the fire service, but then it's also just interesting knowledge that you're going to learn to develop your own skill set or interests. So that's definitely the most rewarding piece. I feel like I've gotten much more intelligent in the past 3 years, because a lot of the calls that we run and a lot of the disciplines within the fire side are like building construction, knowledge of tools, engines, things like that. So it's applicable outside of the firehouse as well. And you're much more handy with tools and house projects, anything like that. Your knowledge really just expands exponentially, but also you can get a lot out of Loudoun County Fire and Rescue, even if you're not pursuing the position of firefighter or EMT. We have roles as administrative or support members. Those guys kind of run the ship behind the scenes, and support services. You don't have to be qualified as a firefighter and EMT, but that allows you to drive a support truck that would bring like Gatorade, food, snacks, chairs, things like that to a major incident. So there really is a spot for everybody in this system, but I'll just emphasize that even as a volunteer, the training opportunities, almost all of them are available to a volunteer to go into a technical rescue specialty, to take any sort of advanced class. You can do that. So the county's awesome at affording these opportunities to both the career side and the volunteers of the system. There's a lot of fun with it. Like I said, you're learning skills outside of the textbook, fire and rescue practices. Like you're talking with people who run successful scuba diving businesses or work on a farm. So I've just become so much smarter overall being part of this. Definitely really proud of the skills I've gained specifically in fire and rescue, but meeting these people from all kinds of different trades really makes the job that much better. I would say definitely go all in with it. The fire and EMS skills aren't something that you can be casual with. It's very serious, and your actions can impact whether somebody gets hurt or not hurt, or if a property is going to be severely damaged or not. And it's a huge responsibility, but it's also a privilege. So you kind of have to go all in with it. I know as a volunteer, a lot of people are doing this with a full-time job, but you've got to make yourself available as much as you can, because these skills aren't something to take lightly. It's very serious, and it's very rewarding though too. The more days you're able to volunteer, the more hours, the more shifts you're able to pick up, the more you will see, the more you will do, and the greater impact you're going to have on Loudoun as a whole if you really just devote yourself to it. So I'd say the biggest lesson that I take away is being more active in helping people. I try to do that now, but being a volunteer has given me a little bit more confidence, and not just in an emergency sense, but when you see somebody like changing a tire on the side of the road, or maybe looking uncomfortable like at my day job or at a restaurant, just checking in on them, asking if they could use my help, even if it's a skill that I'm not proficient in. Like if they're working on their car or something, just asking if I can help them out, because an extra set of hands or an extra brain, two people can get a job done probably a little bit better than just one. So just being able to offer up your services, like we really have to look after one another, and it's a privilege to have these fire and rescue specific skills, especially the EMS side, to intervene if somebody's having a medical emergency. Now, like we have a duty to act, but It's not just for emergencies, just it's taught me to not be afraid to, insert myself and ask if anybody who's struggling could use my assistance.